Hello guys and welcome back to AUDC, and today we are jumping into episode 11 or 12. I think we're on episode 11. I think this is the episode before the finale because we're at top 4 now. There's only 4 people left in the competition, which is kind of crazy. So everyone should be getting solos in this episode, and I'm kind of excited to see everybody shine in their solos. We've got some strong competition, but I think there's definitely a weak link here. We've got Kalani, who's the weak link. We've got Giana. We've got Trinity. Who's the other girl? I literally don't remember her name. I could not tell you what her name is off the top of my head. I could literally picture her. Oh, and it's like a weird variation of another name that boggles my brain. Anyway, we are going to be jumping into this. The lighting sitch. Okay, we're just going to have to deal with it for today because it's hot in the UK at the moment and I'm struggling to record with the big light on and the windows shut. Not the windows shut, but like the curtains closed. So, yeah, we're just going to have to put up with the bad lighting for like a little bit. But trust it'll be sorted when the heat wave is gone, okay? And for all of y'all who are like, heat wave, it's hotter where I am. Shut the fuck up. First of all, come to the UK and experience this heat and then you'll understand what I'm talking about. Then you can actually talk, okay? Okay.
Alrighty, this week's theme is Down the Rabbit Hole.
Yes! If there's one theme and topic that I love more than any other, it has to be Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland is such a fascinating vibe to me. It's such a rich world created by Lewis Carroll and expanded obviously by the various adaptations. Tim McGee's Alice in Wonderland, obviously the Disney versions, both the animated and the live action. I love the live action ones. Get behind me, I will defend you. I genuinely just love Alice in Wonderland as a vibe in general. It's so much fun and it's just so wild, kooky and crazy to me. So the fact that they're doing an entire themed episode for it, I'm here for it. I'm here for this.
Now the skill is characterization.
Okay.
Yeah. How do you portray a character?
I mean, yes, that is what characterization is. We're not going to be randomly doing something else for characterization. It is going to be how well can you play a character. But I think that's actually perfect for this theme as well, because every single character in Alice in Wonderland has such a definitive personality, character, has an established place in the story, things like that. So, you know what? I feel like this actually is going to be very, very good. I do think that some people are going to struggle though. Wait, her name is not Mackenzie. Oh, God, it's gone again. It's gone again. It's something like that. Oh, God, what is her name? It'll come to me. It'll come to me. They'll say it in a second.
The winner will get to assign each dancer the style and the character they are going to portray.
That is a lot of power. You get to pick the style and the character. I mean, the character and the style are probably linked with the dance. Do you know what I mean? But that is a huge power to have at the final 4. Because I would give Kalani another hip-hop number. Go on, Kalani. Do that again.
McKaylee's been struggling with the characterization and performance from the competition beginning.
McKaylee! That's her name. Oh my God. I've been literally going through my head. Insane. That's crazy. Okay, right. Perfect. Fabulous.
But Kalani is loving it. She's portraying her character so well.
The funniest thing about Kira that I'm starting to notice now is that they like to play a game of mole or no mole on Back to the Bar, and I'm now super conscious of it when I'm watching. And obviously here she has the mole, but where I'm watching in Dance Moms, she does not have the mole. The mole is gone, I'm fairly certain. I think so. I could be wrong, but in some confessionals, it's gone. And it's crazy, the story behind that. I cannot believe that production were like, you have to get rid of it. That's mental, first of all. Could not get away with that today. But either way, it's so fascinating to me because I notice it now a lot more that it's been pointed out to me.
You're a dormouse.
Is the Dormouse a sleepy character? I thought am I mixing characters up? I thought Dormouse was the sort of fierce one. The one in the movie that's voiced by, is it Julie Andrews? Not Julie Andrews. Oh no, it's Barbara Windsor. Of course it is. Of course it's Barbara Windsor. Played the Dormouse, yeah. And she's like a little like sprightly thing with the sword. I don't remember her being sleepy though, so I don't know where this sleepiness is coming from. I might be a little bit. Listen, my Alice in Wonderland lore doesn't really extend to the Dormouse. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on.
Once again, fabulous characters.
They're kind of slaying this. They're kind of slaying the game away. Do you know what I mean? They're kind of doing well. They're kind of yummy, yummy, yummy. And yummy, yummy, yummy? What the fuck? Huh? I'm going to start scripting these episodes. I'm going to watch it beforehand. I'm going to write, okay, I'm going to say this here. And then I'm going to hold up a piece of paper here. And I'm going to deliver lines to camera like this. To stop things like this from happening.
Giana really embodied the Queen of Hearts. She came out there looking at me like she was gonna chop my head off. Kalani, you're gone. Off with your head. Go.
Has Giana finally won a competition? Oh my god, I can't remember whether she's won one this entire series. I actually don't think she has. Maybe she has and I've just completely forgotten. Wait, no, she did. Didn't she win one in like episode 2? Point being, excited for Giana to have won a competition at this crucial time.
Here are your choices today. A lyrical routine about Alice. A hip-hop routine for the White Rabbit.
A hip-hop routine for the White Rabbit. Kalani! Guess what you're doing this week?
Mad Hatter or Alice? Those two. Which one do you want?
Either the lyrical or the Mad Hatter. Give me up to Kalani.
Giana and Cindy are an iconic duo, because what do you mean Cindy's sat here right now going, or stood here going, give the hip hop to Kalani? Because that's exactly what I said. See, I'm just so smart, guys. I'm smart. You give the hip hop to Trinity, you take the jazz funk, you give the modern funk to Michaeli, and you give the lyrical to Trinity, because the lyrical is going to expose all of the technical flaws that Trinity has. Kalani can't do the hip hop, and I don't think that Michaeli will be able to do the modern funk, and I reckon you have a better chance of doing the jazz funk. So that would be the way I would play this personally.
I can cast the show in 2 seconds.
We know what you would pick. I'm not giving Kalani the lyrical. And then we'll sit and watch you rave about her all night.
Cindy's going off on one, and I'm kind of here for it. I'm kind of here for calling out the favoritism. We don't get to call out the favoritism enough on these kind of shows, so yeah, please call it out.
Giana and her mom are nervous because I am a good dancer and I am better than Giana. So if she gives me something that I'm good at, I'm gonna overshine over Giana and she's gonna go home.
Okay, Kalani, I will give you that you are probably a better technical dancer than Giana, but you're not a better versatile dancer. You have sucked too many times in this competition for me to say that you are a good dancer, okay? I think you're very good at a particular style of dance. Everything else, you've bombed at. You've actually not been great at. So, I wouldn't have this bold attitude. You've been in the bottom more times than you've had competition wins, which is hysterical to me. And it's absolutely wild because this is not the person that I've seen on Dance Moms. The person I've seen on Dance Moms is incredible. So I don't know what happened to the summer between doing this and coming on Dance Moms. But you stepped it up. Congratulations.
I saved Giana twice, and she repays me by giving me the style that I'm not very good at. Why did you try to give me something that could probably sabotage me, and you know it? Okay, so what did you...
Modern funk. Tell her.
Giving Michaeli the modern funk and Kalani the hip-hop.
Guys, I promise you I have not seen this episode before. Do you remember earlier when I was joking about the scripting? I promise you I have not seen this episode before. That is just the smartest way of doing it, and I'm glad that they went with the smartest way of splitting this up. Giana's going to sail through to this final, and I'm happy for it. I'm happy for her. So happy.
I could not give you the hip-hop again, Trinity. That's all you keep doing. Everybody will be fine, Giana.
Well, I'm going to be sent home because I don't have
The
long
last
hair.
thing I was giving you is hip-hop. You need to do
Oh,
something
oh!
else.
Cindy's got her finger out, and Trinity just went, nope! Oh, this is so funny. Listen, all's fair in love and war. At the end of the day, all is fair in love and war. And this is a competition. You should be a better dancer if then I can't do lyrical. That's literally like the bog standard. I can do dance is lyrical. Okay? Everything else is surplus to requirements. If you can't do lyrical, you can't call yourself a good dancer. I can't do lyrical. That's why I don't call myself a good dancer.
I've already done lyrical.
I feel really bad. Trinity is saying that she's going home and she's basically blaming it on me.
Listen, this is such an overreaction. And I'm also not being funny, but out of everybody, the person that got screwed over the most is Kalani. I'm sorry. I feel like Kalani's got screwed over and Trinity's the one that's upset. Also, she screwed everybody over. She screwed absolutely everybody over here. Every single person got a routine or a style that they were not happy about. But Trinity's the only one that's like, wow, I can't do lyrical. Sucks to be you. You want to win this show and you can't do lyrical? That's a shame for you, I can't lie.
They're setting both of those kids up to go home this week. We have hard-hitting Trinity doing the pretty little lyrical routine. And then we have Kalani, the fair maiden, performing a hip-hop routine.
It's actually incredible to me that they set these kids up. Like, in the most sort of, like, in the nicest way possible, without being a awful person. It's the smartest way to do it. It's the smartest way to guarantee that you'll get further in this competition. Because all you've got to do is do well in your performance. And everybody else, they're going to suck compared to you. Because you're doing a routine that you are comfortable with. And they are doing a routine that they are not comfortable with. I think McKaylee, she's gotten a slight break because I think that she's a very versatile dancer and she can actually do this kind of dance. But Trinity and Kalani, howler for them. Absolute howler. But equally, try your best. Do the best that you can do.
Playing Alice in a lyrical solo is really hard because I'm an aggressive dancer and I don't feel comfortable with being all sweet and like soft.
Well, funnily enough, Trinity, that's why it's called acting. Because you have to act different to yourself.
Softer arms. Bravo. Step.
I have to say, I'm not one to compliment Abby, but it's nice to see her in colours that don't involve black. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's nice to see her in like a nice little turquoise outfit. This is actually quite a nice outfit. I don't hate this on her. Can we see a little bit more colour on you outside of your cheap plastic earrings, please?
I'm peeved about the assignments from this week. The characters that these kids portray and the routines that they'll be performing are going to determine who goes to the top 3.
So why are we peeved about this? Surely as a judge you should be impartial, right? You should be judging them based on what you see. You shouldn't have pre-existing favourites. Oh wait, it's Abby Lee Miller. Of course she has pre-existing favourites. Of course she does. And if Kalani doesn't do well this week, she's going to have an uphill battle trying to fight against the 2 people on the judging panel who want rid of her.
Down to 5. Now we kick, jump and twist. 5, 6, press forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Face.
I do have a feeling that Abby's pissed off with the way the assignments got made. So she's going to find any possible excuse to critique Giana this week. Because she's going to be like, well, you chose this number. So therefore, you should have been perfect. You should have been this. You should have been that. And I can already tell that she's going to wind me up with her critiques.
Do you think it was because you're a big threat to them and they think that you could win?
Cindy said yesterday, if I would have given you lyrical, we would have all been packing our bags on Wednesday night.
You know, the last time you did hip hop, you went home.
Yeah, that's the plan. She goes home again. She can't do hip hop. Like, this is the thing that really irks me about Abby. Is the vibe switch between her talking to everybody and then her talking to Kalani is so wild and drastic to me. I don't know. There's something dodgy going on here. There's something dodgy going on. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like there's favoritism, and I'm very glad that we've got Rochelle and the other guy whose name I don't remember. Richie Jackson. That's the guy. Yeah. You know who I mean. I'm glad that they're on the judging panel because they definitely have a more impartial view than Abby does.
You're looking out for your kid. We're trying to look out for our kids too.
I think McKaylee makes an adorable cat.
She's
Cindy's really annoying.
Okay, that was so poorly edited that it actually made no sense. So editors, if you want me to hate Cindy, at least edit your show correctly. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm just seeing you setting her up to be a villain when actually she's doing what literally any sensible person would do in this point in the competition. Why would you give the kids what they're good at this point? At top 4? Nah, why are we doing that? Why are we even bothering? There's $100,000 on the line. If it was 10 quid, fair enough. Maybe I wouldn't care that much. But $100,000? Yeah, I'm fighting for that.
Abby, hello.
Are we noticing the grin?
Yes.
So it's about the big smile, not about the lip syncing.
So, you may wonder, who's my favourite character in Alice in Wonderland? It's the Cheshire Cat. I actually have it. I bought it at Disneyland Paris last year, but it is getting chucked back over onto my bed. But yeah, I love the Cheshire Cat. I think the Cheshire Cat and the Mad Hatter and the Queen of Hearts, oh, do you know what? They're all such great characters. They all are absolutely incredible. Yeah, but the Cheshire Cat, love it. Just the grin, the incredible, amazing, fantastic.
And it seems like it's more about the prop than it is about the cat and being a character. I'm not seeing anything like that. I want to be grinning when you dance.
I think it's an odd dance to give the Cheshire Cat. Like, the Cheshire Cat is a very mysterious character that just appears and smiles. And I feel like this is not giving me mysterious smiley vibes. It's not giving that. So yeah, maybe we need to switch it up potentially.
Okay, yes, Mom.
So you're giving up at this point?
I'm giving up? When did I ever say that? I just learned it.
What is this conversation? This is what's so wild to me. Like, kids get exhausted very easily. Let them be. Do you know what I mean? Like, let her be. Kira, Jill your beans. Kalani's literally just let the dance. She's just taking a moment of... And you're on her back. Chill out.
I know you don't want me to tell you things. You need to fix it before you get in there. Well, you're not doing a very good job at it.
I am so frustrated. Kalani, better perform this week.
Kira, the energy is not energying right now. Sort yourself out. Sort yourself out. You're making a mug of yourself on TV. This is not okay.
Do you think I want to sit in there and tell you how to act when you're sitting in there? Do you think I want to sit in there and give you corrections? No, I don't. So just say okay and get over it.
Hello? Childline? Yeah, I'd like to report someone. This is not okay. No, I'm joking. It's just wild to me that you let yourself appear like this on TV. You do this in front of the cameras. You can see a camera is there and you're doing this on TV? Do you not think that this is mugging you off? Do you not think that this is like potentially a little bit muggy for you?
Summoning the strength to send me back in time, seeing why the sun running away. Now go and find your way.
You know what, McKaylee? Better than I expected. Could not tell you how that is a modern funk number. Fuck knows. Maybe I don't know what funk is, do you know what I mean? Like, I always thought funk was like funky, but maybe I'm wrong because I didn't feel like that was particularly funky. But I thought there were some nice moments. The sliding down the slide was nice. There was some great moments of characterization. I would give this a solid 9 out of 10. I think McKaylee actually did incredibly well with this number and genuinely surprised me. I think she did well. I'm happy personally. I think, like I said, the acting was there. The characterization was there. It was strong. It was exciting. I feel like she had moments of like greatness and then there were like quieter moments. Yeah, I feel like she actually really slayed this. And from a characterization point of view, I feel like she got it on point. My one gripe, why was she dressed in blue and not in purple? It just jarred me out a little bit. I can't lie. It just jarred me a little bit. But other than that, very good.
You could have taken that to a whole nother level and you didn't go there.
Okay.
I think that's dumb.
Oh, that's just rude. We're just being rude at this point. Like, what are we doing here? What are we actually doing? Cool your jets, please, Abby Lee Miller. Sort yourself out.
We have no time. Just go through your solo now. I am! Don't go like this. Jump. I'm trying. It's not my fault. Jump. Oh my God. Jump off of it. Let's go.
I feel like this competition day, everyone's just gone fucking insane. With Kira shouting at Kalani, we've now got Cindy shouting at Giana because she's not happy with the hat that she's meant to be wearing. Oh, jeez, this is just all over the place. It's absolutely kooky and crazy. You know what? Another slay from Giana. I'm sorry, but is she not a frontrunner for this show? Is she not a frontrunner for this series? Because I've been consistently impressed with her every single week. Like, absolutely every single week. I don't think there's been a single week where I've been like, ooh, ooh. I think she slayed the game. I think she slayed this so hard. The Mad Hatter, she committed to every part of it. I felt like I was watching a mentally unhinged person on stage dancing around. It felt dramatic. It felt sharp. It felt funky. And I really enjoyed this. I really had a lot of fun watching this. Just the little subtle character moments, like at the end when she was just stirring the tea. Incredible. Just absolutely sensational. Well done. Oh, just mwah. Incredible.
When you did the devil play the leg catch and tilted it, and did you hear the crowd go ooh when you did that? Who told you to do that?
You.
Thank you.
Oh, well, that was great, Abby, but she also gave that face that went with it. That's what took it over the top.
Not Richie going, they weren't impressed with the fact that she was doing that because we've been seeing that the entire competition from other people. What they were impressed with was the performance that you were giving. Absolutely. I think I was more impressed by the fact that she was giving face and performing than the fact that she was doing the moves correctly. I literally could not give two fucks whether you can do the moves correctly. I literally can't. But if you're selling me that character and you're making me believe that I'm watching the Mad Hatter on stage, that's a win. That's a win for me.
I agree. I give a head roll and a bite the apple.
Rochelle, it's not working. No one wants to bite the apple and do a head roll with you. The finger waggle, it works. But bite the apple... What apple? There is no apple.
You're late for a very important date. Who, me? You're late for a very important date. Still forget your dreams if you let in. Powers in your head. Get to it.
Well, I think we've made it easy as to who's going home tonight. First of all, unless Trinity is dreadful, I think it's going to be Kalani. I think... Okay, let me start with the positives. The opening section before she put the timer, the watch down, was incredible. You're late for a very important date. That opening bit, sharp, succinct, I was here for it. I was into it. Then it started to get messier. I had to check that I was watching this at full speed because it was so slow. And then it got quicker and then it slowed down again. I was like, okay, I like the fact that we're playing with time, but I'm not sure whether that works for like a hip hop number because it just didn't quite work because I don't think that she got that fluidity in and she still needed to like hit moves and she was like kind of dancing through moves rather than punctuating each move. I don't know. I don't think it was an incredible dance. I think it would be I think it's generous me giving it a 6, but I don't think she sucked. I also liked the characterization, so I think that's why I'm bumping her up a little bit. But hip hop, it's just not Kalani's style, and that's okay. Oh, it's just... I feel like we're just giving finger waggles to everybody at this point. I don't feel like that was a genuine finger waggle. Are we really giving that performance a finger waggle? Even I'm sitting here being like, what? Really? Did we watch the same dance? Did you forget your glasses? What's going on here?
Mistake, rebound, you're not fading in. Late nights, I'll stay up till 3. You said you would write a symphony for me. Never thought I'd lose control, but the only thing to do is go anywhere.
I have to say, I feel like she kind of slayed that. I would give that like a solid 8. I think there were moments that I was like, ooh, is the feet correct? Is the feet correct? Are the feet correct? I wasn't entirely sure, but I feel for the most part, I felt that this was a really, really good number, and Trinity kind of did well. Yeah, I thought she did well. I don't really have anything else to say critiques-wise, other than I feel like she played the character well. I feel like they couldn't use the Disney dress because of copyright reasons. So I was a little bit disappointed that she was dressed like that, because it was giving more like Cinderella rags vibe than anything else. But you know what? Fair and valid. Good performance. Well done.
And you made it your own, and you looked beautiful. I used my callback card to save you weeks ago, and I believe in you. And I think that you did a great job tonight.
It's a nice little bit of positive reinforcement from Rochelle. I always feel like her and Abby, they always clash. They always disagree on everything. I think Rochelle appreciates the fact that perfect footwork does not make a good dancer. What makes a good dancer is having performance as well as good footwork. And one of them is harder to get than the other. You can teach somebody how to point their foot, but you can't teach someone how to act. That comes naturally.
She's a performer.
But I thought it was about the characterization.
Pigeon toed, no flexibility.
But would you send Giana home tonight?
Yes, I would send Giana home.
What? Out of all of the performances you saw, you would send Giana home. You just hate her. You actually just hate her. Just say it. Just say I hate her and her mum. Because that's basically what you're saying. Because the other two judges are saying you are being absolutely ridiculous. You actually suck as a judge because you cannot think about this impartially. That's horrendous.
Why? Because this is her fault.
Cindy's fault?
She's the one who chose this.
Oh, Trinity came in here with a horrible attitude about this dance. Trinity, you all had hard times.
Yeah, I do feel like Trinity is blaming Cindy entirely for the fact that she can't dance this dance. Okay, that's the competition. I'm sorry, but if you're coming into a dance competition and you can't do lyrical, you're in for a bit of a shock. Because what can you do at this point? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm actually going to need you to tell me, because that is the thing that Abby Lee Miller wants to see from her dancers. Can you do lyrical? Otherwise, what's the point?
Who we felt the best characterization was this evening. And that has to be Giana.
Giana being the best character? I know that pained Abby to say. I know it pained her to say. Because she was literally saying I would send her home tonight. Which is a crazy statement. But you know what? We'll let you have your feelings.
Today is your lucky day. We have decided not to send anyone home.
Well, that was a plot twist. And also, I feel like it's only done because... yeah, do you know what? Do you know what? Fine. No one goes home. Everyone's in the final. Whoop-de-doo. Yay, yay, yay. Cool, cool, cool.
Did you really think I was going to let a mom determine your fate?
You've been letting the mums determine the fates all season long, but suddenly when it's Giana and Cindy deciding, oh, suddenly nobody's going home because the people that I wanted to do well didn't do well. It's so jarring and so glaringly obvious. Like, oh my god. Giana's not winning this show when she deserves to win this show, purely because Abby fucking hates her. And it's so jarring. So congratulations, Giana. You deserve to win this show, but you won't, sadly. You'll come second or third. Damn. Well, looks like we still have a final four. We've had so many non-elimination weeks that it's getting a little bit ridiculous now. But anyway, it is what it is. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. That is pretty much a wrap on season 2 of Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition. We've literally got only one episode left. And I'll probably split it into 2. I think it's an hour and a half long. So you know the drill. I'll split it into 2. But yes, thank you guys very, very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all that YouTube stuff that you guys do so unbelievably well. And I will see you guys next week for another Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition when I don't know what's going to happen. I'll be 100% honest. I have absolutely no clue. But anyway, thank you guys. See you guys later. Keep on ranting. Bye now.